And when we have been writing realistic fiction, we imagined a character and we described a setting. Eric, you did such a good job describing the setting in your story. Remember, it was in the forest. He described the trees, and Manoah described the setting in his story. And some of us are still working on that. Today, we are going to be looking at 3D shapes, and we are going to be building a city. So we've talked a little bit about the city. We looked at some of the vocabulary and some of the things from our big book. And so today, I want to talk about some of the things you see in the city, some of the things that maybe you want to build in your own city. Okay, so let's look at some of the sentence frames that I have included. The first one is, there is. Try
there is.
Good repeating. And we'll use this if you just want to say you see one thing. So you might say, there is a skyscraper. What?
A skyscraper.
But if you see 2 or 3 things, you would say, there are. Try it.
There are.
So I might say, there are lots of cars. Because there's not just one, there are lots. So then you might just want to talk about something else you see in the city. Try it.
The city.
You might say, in the city.
In the city.
And if you want to use the future, because maybe you're going to think about building something in your own city, you can say, I will build.
I will build.
Excellent. So we're going to begin our discussion. Now remember, I put a star by this challenge vocabulary. We talked about this, that this is the Central Business District. Try that.
Central Business District.
And that's the center of the city where people do a lot of business. You might sell something there, or you might buy something in the Central Business District. So you might try this vocabulary word in your discussion. Okay, so we're going to use our thoughtful discussion starters if you want to, but most importantly, we're going to try and have a really polite, respectful discussion and give everyone a chance to talk and be really good listeners. So we will begin by talking to our partner. You can choose any of the sentence frames, or maybe you want to talk about something else. Now remember, what's my favorite word that I want to hear?
Skyscraper.
I do love skyscraper, but because is also always going to be one of my favorites too, so that you can explain your thinking.
Oh, and smithereens.
And smithereens, yeah, that's from another book. Go ahead and turn to your partner, and you may talk about the city.
I will build in the city. No, in my city, I will build skyscrapers and
Excellent. Skyscraper. You can act it out.
because I want people to see how tall skyscrapers can be, and they can be really, really tall.
Or you might say there is. Which one were you going to try?
And then we could build like stoplights, and then we could build a taxi, an airplane, a helicopter, and a circle, and the helicopter going in this, and then the kids can see it. So the kids can all landing on the. We could make a museum. Oh yeah, and then we could put like dinosaurs. We could make dinosaur park.
All right. Thumbs up if you had a chance to talk. Excellent discussion, I heard. Wow. I'm so impressed. I heard vocabulary. I heard some people trying the sentence starters, and I even heard the challenge vocabulary. Thumbs up if you'd like to try one. Lázaro.
There are 2 red cars.
Yes. Say that again.
There are 2 red cars.
Say there are.
There are 2 red cars.
Say there are.
There
Good.
are 2 red cars.
Excellent. And we talked about that. We practiced using the plural as there are instead of there is. Good job. Haley, nice and loud.
In the city, I will build a skyscraper.
A what, everyone? A
Skyscraper. Because it looks interesting to build.
It does look interesting to build.
When we use the blocks, I'm gonna try to build it.
You're going to try a skyscraper. Excellent. Eric, nice and loud.
I will make in the city the blue glass circle thing.
Okay, what do you think that might be?
I want a school.
Oh, okay. So could you say, in the city I will build?
I will build a school.
Okay. And you could describe it with?
Circle holding the glass on top, and
So are you talking about this right here?
it holds this.
Where's the circles? Okay, so this might be called a pillar. It's holding the building up. Okay, Shaden, nice and loud. And I want to make sure you're listening to your friends too. Can you show me that?
I would build everything in the town.
Okay, can you describe some things from the city that you will build? And you will build it, Shaden, so use this one. I will build.
I will build all of it.
So can you be specific and pick one thing that you will build?
I will build
I will build.
a glass window.
Oh, so this right here?
Yeah.
So maybe you could say a building with glass windows. Can you try that?
Building with glass windows.
Excellent. Manoa, can you show Shaden that you were listening? I heard you say.
Shaden, I heard you say that you're gonna build a tower out of glass windows, and I would build a train station right next to a helicopter.
Oh, awesome. I love how you use the vocabulary word train station. Excellent. Can you show that you were listening to Manoa? Would anyone like to try another one? Okay, Chance, nice and loud.
Manoa, I heard you say that you will build a train station next to the helicopter.
Nice.
I will build a street next to the train station.
A street next to the train station. I think that's a good idea. Why will you build a street? You could say, I will build a street because.
I will build a street because so people could get on the train.
Yeah, and well, if there's a street, then people can.
Walk around. Let them walk through the streets to see the trains.
Okay. Why else would it be a good idea to have a street next to the train station? Kimber?
So cars could drive through the street.
Yeah, well, if I needed to take you to the train station in my car, there would be a street next to it. So streets and roads will be important in your city when you build that today. Okay, Jamari.
Chance, I heard you say I will build a street next to the train station, and I will build a skyscraper because I want to see how they can touch the sky, how long it can go.
You're going to see how tall it will be. So maybe can you say that? I want to see how tall it will be.
I want to see how tall it will be.
Excellent job. All right, I'm super excited to see the cities that we build. Now, when we go to read today, I want you to think about describing the setting of your story, the setting in your book. That's what we're sharing today, the setting from your story. So, for example, when we read Whistle for Willie, we talked about the setting was also a city. City, dog, country, frog, we talked about the setting in that story too. So we're going to work on describing the setting in our books and in our writing today.